The celebration that you've all been waiting for is almost upon us, and yes, of course, I'm talking about Legends Festival 2023. So in this video, we're going to be going through what we could possibly see, the countdown, and when it'll be. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first of all, we're going to be talking about what we can expect to see, and make sure to stay to the end, and we'll go over when the Legends Festival will be starting. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and let's get into it. Just as a disclaimer, normally with these big celebrations like the anniversaries, Legends Fest, we've got an inkling or an idea of what is coming, but at this point we've got representation of at least all the big moments that happen throughout Dragon Ball, so it is very much up in the air. So what I've done is formulated a list based off 2 points. One being, if we've already had a Saga's campaign ongoing, then I've tried my best, with exceptions, not to include characters from that saga, because you would have thought they would have released it at that point. And also I've tried to consider units / characters that we've not had representation for quite a while. So without further ado, let's jump into it and start off with the first unit being someone that we haven't seen for a little while, or at least a variation of him. We have had him released for 2 Legends Festivals in base and also in a transformed state, and of course I am talking about Broly. Not just any Broly, the one specifically from the Dragon Ball Super movie. So the reason I picked Broly as my first choice is purely because we have had him 4 Legends Festivals a couple times in a row, I believe. Yes, we've already got a Legends Limited Legendary Super Saiyan Broly already, but we could possibly see a transforming Broly is what I'm thinking. Like I said, it's been a little while since we've seen representation of him, and the last time we've had one was the base form one in Legends Fest last year, so it has been a little while, and he is a bit of a fan favourite, so I'll be interested to see if we can see any Brolys in this Legends Fest. But carrying on with someone I actually included for this type of video for the anniversary, someone we haven't seen for a very long time, who is GT related, and we usually get GT buffs around the Legends Fest, and that is actually an enemy, which is Super Baby. Whether it might be Super Baby 2 form, which is the most likely one, but a form of baby. It has been quite a while since we've seen any babies in Dragon Ball Legends, the last one being the blue one, I believe, the Zenkai one, so quite an interesting character, and he was a big point of GT, so I'd be interested to see if we actually see any variations of him with those GT buffs and regen as well, to be fair, as a Legends Limited form, because we don't have that as of yet. But carrying on once again with someone who is a massive part of Dragon Ball Super, and the last time we had any variation of him, it was just a normal sparking unit, and prior to that it was a Legends Limited unit. Pretty much very first one of the LF units, to be honest, and of course I am talking about Beerus. Now I wouldn't mind, and I would really like actually, a Hakai version of Beerus. We could possibly see him as a future arc, or maybe some sort of movies version from the Battle of Gods, and he'd also fit into Realm of Gods as well. It's been a while, and once again he is another fan favourite. So considering it's been such a while for Beerus, I think he is pretty up there to get a new unit pretty soon, so maybe we can see him in this Legends Fest. Let me know what you think, and let's keep going. Now to talk about someone who wasn't really in Dragon Ball Z all that much, or at least this variation of him, but still a lot of people really do like him, and he was recently released as an LR on Dokkan Battle, and I am talking about Gohan, but not just any Gohan, a future Gohan. Once again, another unit that we haven't seen for quite a while. I know, once again, he's got a Legends Limited character already, but we can see other variations of him with other animations and things like that as well. And once again, a lot of people really do like this version of Gohan, and I think it'd be pretty cool, and they do like to somewhat follow on from Dokkan a little bit. We've recently seen that in the worldwide campaign, so we will see, but a Super Saiyan Gohan from the future could be on the cards. I'd like to see a transforming version personally, and of course he fits into future hybrids and things like that, and they do like to buff future around this time, and hybrids actually, like they did last Legends Fest with the Trunks and Vegeta. But we'll see, maybe we can see a Trunks and Gohan tag unit, which we've already kind of got, but maybe in a Legends Limited form. We will see. Let's keep going though. Now, like I mentioned, we have had pretty much all the big moments represented in Dragon Ball Legends in some way, shape or form, but quite a lot of these moments are quite old on Dragon Ball Legends, so a revamp would be due. And one that I would actually personally quite like to see as a revamp is the family Kamehameha from the Broly Returns movie from Z, bearing in mind as well, because we did have the Goten, the Goku and the Gohan, but what if we got a Legends Limited version with the LF? Granted, we've already got that somewhat with the Goten, but a more up-to-date version. I think that would be pretty hype personally. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know down below. But it has been a very long time, especially with Goten being, what, like the second or third LF ever to be released. I think it's about time we get a new form of this. Do you think? Let's keep going though. Even though I already said I've sort of taken out any units that are within the Saga campaigns, because you would have thought if they were going to release these type of units, they would have done it in their respective sagas. But this particular character, even though we all thought it, just did not appear in his own saga, which was, of course, Frieza. I'm kind of thinking maybe there was a reason for that, because we got the Ginyu Force, then we got Super Saiyan Goku, but we had no Friezas in the Frieza Saga campaign, which is ridiculous. Is that because they had something planned for us? Granted, we've recently had a Lineage of Evil unit, being the Goku and Frieza tag unit, but what if we're going to have a brand new Frieza, whether it's a full power one, or even it doesn't have to be a Frieza from the Frieza Saga, maybe Tournament of Power, so we've got the Angel Golden Frieza or something like that. We've only got one of him in the game, and he is a normal sparking unit, so I think he could do with a Legends Limited version. What do you think? Or even a tag with Android 17, possibly. So it's a Lineage of Evil and Androids, Tournament of Power, Universe Rep, lots of tags being buffed with that. I really do like Frieza as a villain or a character, so I'd very much like to see him come in a Legends Limited form, and I think it would be hype for the Legends Fest, personally. But let's go with another one then. Okay, so there is one moment that we don't actually have represented in Dragon Ball Legends, and this one is probably the one that people are expecting the most. As you can see on the screen, I've got the Dokkan version of them up, which is the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and the Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta. Now, I do think this is possibly coming, a tag version of these guys. That'd be absolutely hype, whether it is part 1 or part 2. I think personally it'd be part 1. They do like to boost Tournament of Power or Universe Rep during these celebrations, so this could be pretty much top of my list, or one of the ones that I most expect out of everything that I've discussed already. So let me know your thoughts on this down below, but I think it could be a really good unit to include, and I think it would really build that hype. So that's pretty much all the Legends Limited units I think that could possibly come in this Legends Festival. Now we're going to talk about the big boys, being the Ultra units, so let's get into it. Now we're going to be talking about the Ultra units, of course the big boys of the celebration. Now I've only actually got 2 on this list. The main reason why is because I think these are the most hype / the most anticipated, and of course during Legends Fest they want to really go with that hype, to be honest. So we're going to start off with the least likely and then jump into the most likely units. Let's get into the Ultra units. Jumping into the first Ultra unit we could possibly see then is probably the least likely, but I did include him in the list for the anniversary as well, where we were sort of trying to see what we could possibly see, and that is another Gohan, and of course that is the father-son Kamehameha Gohan as well. The reason I say this is because the last time we saw this represented was the Legends Limited Red Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which run rampant for ages. Of course, they do like a Gohan or Dragon Ball Legends, but we could possibly now see this in an Ultra format. I think the animations will be absolutely unreal, and this is probably one of the biggest moments of Dragon Ball Z as well, and a lot of people are probably looking forward to seeing this in the Ultra format. And it's been a little while since we've had an absolutely crazy Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, so maybe we can see it. And not only that, when we did have the Cell games come about, we didn't see an Ultra unit, and we didn't see a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan either. Super Saiyan 1, yes, but not a Super Saiyan 2, so we will see. I do think this is probably up there to get an Ultra unit at some point soon. Whether it's within Legends Fest, I'm not sure, but now we're going to jump into probably the most likely and the most anticipated / expected unit, and that is, and of course, it is another fusion unit. Like I said, probably the most expected / anticipated unit, and of course, that is a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So, a big hit for all of you fans that have been waiting for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and all of you GT mains. I really do think this is going to be the Ultra unit of this Legends Festival, for a couple of reasons. It's been a very long time since we've had Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. The last representation was in the, what was it, 3rd anniversary, which was like 2-3 years ago, something along those sort of lines. And not only that, we have seen a bit of a theme throughout these big celebrations, so the anniversaries and the Legends Fest. During the anniversaries, we've had the last anniversary, we had Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. The anniversary prior to that, we had Super Vegito. And then the last Legends Fest, we had Gogeta Blue. And the Legends Fest before that, we actually had Ultra Super Gogeta, the first summonable Ultra. So, next in line probably is the one that is missing, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They kind of missed the trick last year because they released the tag Super Saiyan 4s, but maybe that's because they had this planned for this year. We will see. It could be a tag unit that does fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but personally for me, I think it's going to be a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Do you fall in line with my thoughts of the Ultra unit? Let me know down in the comments, or if there's someone that I haven't included that you think it may be, let me know down in the comments. Next up, and what we're going to be talking about now, is when can we expect to see the Legends Festival? So let's get into it. Okay, so when can we expect the Legends Fest to start and the banners to drop then? So to start us off, I've taken us all the way back to last year to the original first banner starting off Legends Festival. And of course, that was the Super Saiyan 4s. What we can see down here is on the 2022, on November, the banner dropped on the 25th. So, just to point that out as well, they do like to get it released around Black Friday. Even since the release of the game, where it wasn't originally Legends Festival, they like to release banners around Black Friday, and that is what turned into Legends Festival, to be honest. Not only that, so because of when I'm actually filming this video, we've already got the Legends Festival countdown, which gives us a bit of an inkling, and the main thing that gives us an inkling is this, of course, the reveals and stuff. Legends Festival Edition 2023. Normally in these videos I like to refer back to the old years a little bit like I did with the banner and things, but since we've got this, it's pretty much cemented somewhat. So the actual release of this is on the 24th of November, depending on where you are and the timings and things like that. But what that will generally mean, and if we go down to the calendar here, the 24th is a Friday. And these big celebrations, including the anniversary, they like to release it on the Saturday, Friday/Saturday. So we'll see what they'll do. I'm reckoning that the banners will drop either on the 24th or just like the other banner on the 25th. Just have a little look. The 25th of last year was a Friday, so possibly on the Friday. Like I said, they want to get it as close to Black Friday as possible, but let me know down below what you expect for this Legends Festival. How much Chrono Crystals have you got saved as well, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you later. Ciao.